At Don Artemio, every flavor tells a story of Mexico. Let us take you back so you can taste where it all began.
Deep in the heart of northern Mexico, in a humble town called Ciénaga de Flores, a young boy named Braulio Cardenas learned the meaning of work, dignity, and perseverance. He was the third of 9 siblings, and from a young age, he helped care for his brothers and support his parents. At 11 years old, he began working, starting with delivering newspapers and shining shoes in cantinas, delivering medicine for a local pharmacy, managing a grocery store, and eventually running a fine cashmere shop. When he turned 18, he fixed his papers, left everything behind, and moved to Chicago, working job after job. When he was 23, during a visit to Mexico, he met the love of his life, Lilia Amparo, a graceful, determined woman whose hands and heart had long known what it meant to serve others. They built a life together, working hard, first in Chicago, where they had their first 3 children, and later back in Mexico. They saw in Saltillo a place to grow, a city with strong traditions and a spirit that inspired them. In 1967, they opened their first restaurant in downtown Saltillo, El Principal. They were the pioneers of cabrito. Word spread fast. Politicians, salesmen, travelers, they all came to eat, and they left delighted. But the real secret to their success wasn't just in the food. It was the people they chose to surround themselves with. Honest people, people who loved to serve. And from that spirit, our culinary tradition was born. That's where this story, our story, truly begins. In 1968, Juan Ramon Cardenas was born, the 4th of 6 siblings. Around the age of 11, he began helping his father at the family restaurant, where he learned discipline, service, and a deep connection to northern Mexico's flavors. He studied hard and worked even harder, always focused on helping grow the family business. In 1986, El Mesón Principal was inaugurated. In 1988, while still a student at Tecnológico de Monterrey, a quality control class inspired him to organize the first training course for his father's restaurant staff. That marked the beginning of his lifelong commitment to service excellence. Since then, training has remained a priority in every new business. During his college years, he got his start in the world of gastronomic business, investing his savings into a morning taco stand, Don Chema. In 1990, he earned his degree in food engineering and began working with his father and brother, Braulio. A year later, in 1991, he opened his first restaurant, El Guaripas. With El Guaripas, he wanted something different, a cheerful taqueria. By 1992, he was leading El Mesón Principal. In 1993, Juan Ramon married Beatriz Garza, a hard-working, intelligent, and passionate woman. While dating and still in school, Beatriz began selling her homemade desserts to family restaurant. Beatriz opened her own bakery, where she crafted the desserts served at the restaurant. She has always been a woman of initiative and vision, a constant pillar for both their family and their work. Together, she and Juan Ramon passed on the art of cooking to their children. In 1994, he opened an event salon within the restaurant, introducing high-end banquets. In 1998, Inspired by his background as a food engineer, he launched a small artisanal candy project to showcase traditional Saltillo sweets. But as banquet opportunities began to grow, he shifted his focus back to events. That vision grew into Villa Ferré, which he founded in 2002 with his father and brother. In 2004, he was named the country's best banquet house by Canarac. His events have reached places like Chicago, Texas, Berlin, the Vatican, and the UAE. And of course, many regions across Mexico. In 2007, Don Artemio Saltillo was inaugurated, a fine dining, innovative restaurant rooted in the flavors and identity of northern Mexico. In 2012 and 2013, Don Artemio received the prestigious 5-Star Diamond Award for excellence in service and experience. Over the years, Don Artemio Saltillo gained national acclaim, appearing on Mexico's gastronomic guide of top restaurants every year since 2016. Don Artemio is home to La Cava del Desierto, the most extensive collection of Coahuilense wines. In 2013, Juan Ramon created Hojase, a mezcal infused with wild hochasen, a desert leaf from northern Mexico. Beyond the kitchen, Juan Ramon also is a cultural leader, founding initiatives like Guerreros del Maíz, promoting traditional Mexican cuisine, and supporting culinary education in Saltillo and beyond. Over the years, has earned numerous awards, both personally and through each of his restaurants and culinary ventures, recognizing his excellence, innovation, and contribution to Mexican gastronomy. Driven by his love for northern Mexico's cuisine, Juan Ramon wrote La Senda del Cabrito, a book that explores the cultural roots and rich heritage behind one of Mexico's most iconic dishes, cabrito. In 2018, it was named Best Meat Book in the World by the Gourmand Awards and recognized nationally by Mexico's publishing industry chamber. Rodrigo showed a deep curiosity for the kitchen from a young age. Since he was 9 years old, he began helping during the summers, taking on age-appropriate responsibilities. As he grew older, he took on supervisory roles in weddings, events, and the Don Artemio kitchen. In 2019, Rodrigo studied culinary arts at the International Culinary Center in New York and trained under acclaimed chef Daniel Boulud. In 2020, he worked with renowned Mexican chef Gerardo Vázquez Lugo. He earned his degree in food engineering in 2021, following in his father's footsteps. And today, he serves as culinary director of both Don Artemio Kitchens, Saltillo, and Fort Worth. These are just some of the most important moments that have brought us here. Behind them are years of dedication, early mornings, and a deep respect for honest work. This is what brought us here, to the opening of Don Artemio in Fort Worth, Texas. A restaurant that opened its doors with a clear purpose to share the true essence of authentic Mexican cuisine with Texas. Both restaurants, in Fort Worth and in Saltillo, proudly elevate their region, its sarape, its brick, its wine, and of course, its cuisine. In just 3 years, this great new team has made Don Artemio a name people recognize. You've turned effort into excellence, with every plate, every service, and every single detail that makes this place unforgettable. Being nominated just 1 year after opening by the James Beard Foundation as one of the 10 best new restaurants in the United States. We've been named one of the best steakhouses in Texas, among other recognitions in Fort Worth as Best Chef, Best Service, Best Restaurant. And we're just getting started. There's so much ahead of us, more to learn, more to grow, more to achieve. Let's keep working with the drive to flourish, to serve, and to prosper. Let's keep moving forward. Let's keep making history together.